Picture a prestigious school in South London, almost half a century ago. Secrets from the past are bubbling to the surface, threatening to cast shadows over a public figure known today. Can the actions of a teenage boy leave echoes that resurface nearly 50 years later? Can youthful behaviour turn into a storm decades later? Before we dive into the full story, hit the like button if you're intrigued, subscribe to the channel for more gripping political stories, and leave a comment sharing your thoughts. We want to hear your opinion on whether a past like this can shape public perception today. Nigel Farage, the leader of Reform UK, has broken his long-standing silence over shocking allegations dating back to his school days. Former classmates from Dulwich College in South London have claimed that Farage made pro-Hitler comments, joked about gas chambers, and even punished a peer based on the colour of their skin. Award-winning director and producer Peter Etted-Guy, who was 13 at the time, told The Guardian that Farage would say things like Hitler was right or gas them, adding a hiss to mimic the sound of gas chambers. Another former student, who remains unnamed, alleged that during their time in the Combined Cadet Force, CCF, Farage taught songs about gassing Jews. Patrick Naylan, now 6'1" and an editor, recalled hearing the Gas Them song being sung on CCF camps, while Tim France, also 61 and in the same year as Farage, claimed that Farage would regularly perform the Nazi salute, Sieg Heil, during school activities. The allegations, explosive and shocking, were immediately denied by a Reform UK spokesperson, who described them as entirely without foundation and a cynical attempt to smear the party. Farage himself faced the questions directly in a tense ITV interview. Asked whether he had racially abused fellow pupils, he responded, "No. This was 49 years ago, by the way. Have I ever tried to take it out on any individual on the basis of where they're from? No." When pressed to categorically deny it, Farage added, "I would never, ever do it in a hurtful or insulting way." The interview challenged him, pointing out that his response was not a full denial. Farage retorted, "It's 49 years ago. I had just entered my teens. Can I remember everything that happened at school? No, I can't. Have I ever been part of an extremist organization or engaged in direct, unpleasant personal abuse, genuine abuse on that basis? No." When further pressed, Farage clarified, "Not with intent. No, I have never, directly, really tried to go and hurt anybody." Importantly, there is no suggestion that Farage, as an adult, holds any of the extremist views ascribed to him by others from his childhood. Other students have no recollection of the remarks or actions described by Etted-Guy. In a formal statement when the allegations surfaced, a Reform UK spokesperson said, "These allegations are entirely without foundation. The Guardian has produced no contemporaneous record or corroborating evidence to support these disputed recollections from nearly 50 years ago. It is no coincidence that this newspaper seeks to discredit Reform UK, a party that has led in over 150 consecutive opinion polls and whose leader bookmakers now have as the favourite to be the next Prime Minister. We fully expect these cynical attempts to smear Reform and mislead the public to intensify further as we move closer to the next election." The story does not end here. The past has a way of resurfacing, raising questions that may never have clear answers. Can the actions of a teenager define the reputation of a man decades later? Or do shadows of youth eventually fade under the light of adulthood? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe that our past can dictate our public image today? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more investigative, mysterious, and gripping stories that challenge what we think we know about public figures.